this probably been the worst I've seen Luka since his rookie year. Um, and it's not even just because we talk about the Utah play. Everybody talks about that and how that just was terrible, and it was. But I think the bigger story here is his inefficiency. His inefficiency, like the way Luka plays, you have to be efficient, and he's not being efficient, and that's what's killing the Mavericks, not the defense. But what are your thoughts on it?
Mavericks. Specifically, the thing that we need from Luca going forward right now, he needs to hit more shots. Like you said, he needs to be more efficient. And his shot selection, especially in the game, whether this be on Jason Kidd, whether this be on Luca, they need to have more of an offensive plan identity going into the end of the games. We cannot have Luca taking 30-foot bombs just because he wants to try to ice the game or try to win the game at the end of the game. Like, we cannot have, I don't know what we're gonna do. Luka, you gonna shoot? Me gonna shoot? Throw it to Kyrie. Do something the last 3 seconds. Take a random step back three. Try to win a game. Like, these are things that can't really be happening when we're trying to show that we're improving from last year. We could make it back to the finals and show that last year was not a fluke. Luka has not had his best start to the season. And some of that may be due to injury. Some of that may be due he's saying, oh, I'm trying to learn to play off the ball a little bit more. Well, that should have been, you should have been working on that. So, like, but at the end of the day, Luka's not playing his best to his standard now. A lot of guys would love to be playing at this level right now, but Luka's a little different. We judge him on a higher scale. I had MVP expectations coming in to this season for Luka, and so far I have not. Those have not been met. It's been more of a Kyrie. If the Mavericks go on a winning streak, he'd probably be more of an MVP favorite this season, which is cool.
What was the game in? I know you heard about this where Kyrie was cooking, and then Luka kind of was like, "Yeah, go on, give me the ball back at crunch time, even though you've been cooking, I haven't." Like, what game was that? Because
Dude,
I remember that was
that
just
was when
peak
Kyrie was going off against Jokic, and they was having
the
a
Nuggets.
battle. The
The
Nuggets,
Nuggets.
yes. Man, Kyrie was like on 90% true shooting, had 40 points. Into the game, Luka decides he wants to take the three to win or take the three to ice or something. I can't remember which one of these games because there's been so much of this crap. What? And I'm like, dude, we should either get the ball to Kyrie and let him do something or play off of Kyrie to get you a shot. But it shouldn't run through you immediately. Now I know you can hit these shots, Luka, but dang, man, when we trying to win a game, this is not what we need. It was against the Warriors. We up 2. Luka decides it's time to take a 35-foot three to ice the game on Clay's night. Bruh, that was unnecessary. That was we could have ran our offense, got a good quality shot to go up 2 possessions. We didn't need to take up a hero three. I know he had a good game as well, but like it's certain things where I know you can hit those shots, but why don't we run some kind of offense to get a guaranteed good basket, So, and then Curry goes off and we lose the game. So in that aspect, I'm going to criticize Luka in certain aspects because he's that kind of player, but I'm not going to say he's the reason why the Mavericks are losing. He's the reason why the Mavericks suck and we can't win without him because that's obvious. That's not true either.
I think because I've been said it outside of probably Kevin Durant. I think Luka is probably the most talented scorer I've just seen, just in terms of just like scoring and buckets just come easy to the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when his jumper is like when it's not working, bro, he's the worst starter watching basketball. Like a bad Luka game, it looks god awful, man. He's shooting like 43% from the field, 32% from three. The good thing I will say, he's not turning the ball over as much. His free throw
Mm-hmm.
percentage is as high as it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he's shooting bad. Like he's never going to be a defender, but it's going to be even worse when you're shooting bad. And like you said, you love to dominate the ball, and you're shooting bad. So when somebody is shooting good, don't shoot the ball. I think he has maturity issues. I do think I do think he has maturity issues. It's okay because they're
Yeah.
understandable. I've been the best player in the world, or according to me, I'm pretty sure Luka thinks he's the best player in the world, and he's probably been feeling like that since he's been 18, 17, because he was the MVP of the Euro League. He came Rookie of the Year. He's been All NBA 3, 4 straight times. It's kind of hard not to think you the shit, basically. And like I just think we just praised him too early, and he won too much too early because he'd already been to the finals, already been to the conference finals. So everything he does has worked. The only thing
Yeah.
he hasn't done was win a championship, but he's literally done the second and third best thing: get to the
Yeah.
championship, get to the conference finals.
Yeah.
But he has to play a better team brand of basketball. He hangs out at the 3-point line, half court when he's off the ball. It's certain little mental maturity tweaks he has to make. It's not about the talent. It's the little things.
Yeah.
That's what he's not better than Tatum this year. Tatum has been better than him.
It hurts me to say it, but I can't even argue with that, sadly. And I hate that I can't argue against that right now.
Me too. Tatum is boring and he's bland. I like Luka more. But Luka doesn't do the things like when we was talking about the James Harden stuff earlier. A lot of the bad that James Harden does, Luka does. But the good about Luka is he's an actual killer. James Harden never had that killer in him. James Harden was never the most scariest guy in 4 quarters. Because I still think down 10 seconds, the fate of the world on the line. Anybody playing basketball right now, I'll trust Luka. Like if they had an alien race invasion and we had to choose somebody to take the final shot in a 4 quarter, you know what I'm saying? Like a little 4 second, whatever. I'm picking Luka, bro. He's that much of a killer. I trust him that much. I think he's got that much cojones, but the maturity stuff has to change, bro. He's just immature in certain ways.
No, I agree. No, I agree. Like I thought, losing the finals, he would come in different. And he had that mindset going in the off season. He was working out, he was working hard. But I think whether it be injury, whether it be like a maturity, it's not clicking right now. But when it clicks, y'all better watch out because the Mavericks gonna be scary. Luka being efficient unlocks the Mavs offense in so many ways. Luka hitting shots and being efficient and being that threat and being scary unlocks the Mavericks offense in all kinds of ways. It opens up the lob to Lively and Gafford. It opens up the corner threes to PJ and Klay Thompson. It allows people to double off Kyrie and be open. Like it allows for so much to happen, and it opens up the court when Luka is hitting shots and is efficient.
How did you feel about the Utah Jazz play? Because it's like, bro messed up, but it's like it happens.
I honestly think it happens. I think it's a little bit of overreaction. I think it's a little bit of people can't wait to say, see, look, Luka doesn't play defense. But I also think that honestly, I think there was a little bit of coaching thing because the Mavericks didn't look like they knew what they were doing all the way. It looked like Grimes is expecting a screen. It looked like Luka expected to switch. It looked like coaches yelling at them on the sideline, telling them what to do. It looked all over the place. Now, yes, Luka still could have been in a better position in the first place, but it also looked like the Mavericks were disorganized going into the end of the game when it matters. Jordan Clarkson made a great play. They probably didn't expect him to pass the ball. They probably thought he was going to take the last shot. So I think it's a little bit of overreaction, but it also Luka should still be held accountable for that. Like you still got to be aware of what's going on. I'm not gonna, So.
And the crazy thing is, Luka always seems when he messes up, he be looking at other people. Like that's that kills me. Like the Najee Marshall stuff, that was hilarious. But I honestly think, bro, like if Luka's back to 46, 47% from the field, he's back to 38% from three, all this goes away. Everybody shuts up. Like people couldn't wait for Luka to have an off year, and I agree with that. But like I've been telling you this, I'm not just saying this. I've been kind of saying slight things with the mentality thing because it's going to be a point where the little things is what is needed. Not just the dagger three, not just the step back, not just the cool pass to the corner. Like at one point, you're gonna have to box out. At one point, you're gonna have to guard your man. You're gonna have to get a key charge. You're gonna have to jump, get a loose spot. It's gonna have to be some of those things. And I think Tatum is the best superstar we have at that. And I think that's where we found his value last year in the playoffs because he wasn't shooting well, but he will still do all the other things. I think at times Luka don't do the other things. And I think he's learning. I think this is good for him. He was too good, too young. Everybody blowing smoke up his butt. So things like this is very needed. He needs fire. I like Luka getting adversity. I like him not getting the MVP. He needs to keep having stuff to keep him down here with the rest of us. Because if Luka would have got a championship last year, if Luka would have, he would have came in even more out of shape. He'd be drinking more beer. This is good for Luka's development, just in an overall basketball player. I'm not worried. I'm glad you're not worried. I'm glad you think like me when it comes to that stuff was an overreaction.
Yeah,
but it's a key moment to learn, and I just hope he learns.
Yeah, I think I agree with you 100%. I think, like I said, if he starts figuring things out, if he gets on a roll again, the Mavericks will go on a roll. They'll win a bunch more games. They've been in all these games already, with Luka struggling a little bit, with questionable coaching things and disorganization towards the end of the game. So I'm not too worried about the Mavericks like some people are. I don't think the sky is falling or whatever. I think they just need to clean up some things. They needed to get healthy. They got their main guy back, PJ. He showed what's up. He showed what's up against OKC, so he was ready to go against the Thunder. 27-17. I got to brag on my boy real quick. So
it's crazy when you talked about PJ and how he loves to kill OKC. That's kind of what was going around. Like, bro, this dude be killing. He be killing OKC, bro. He kills OKC. Everybody has that one team they kill, and that's his team. And that's a hell of a team to kill. Because one team I want my role player to always kill. OKC, that's a hell of a team to kill.
Yeah. So I'm happy with I'm not happy with how these games have been going, but I'm also not worried. I'm not panicking. Mavericks will be fine. I'm gonna need you to start apologizing for Najee Marshall and Quentin Grimes.
Najee Marshall, yeah. I can't stand Quentin Grimes, bro.
Oh my god.
He just something about him. And hey, Josh Green been coming along for the Hornets as well. So
I will say that. Yeah, I won't. No, I won't. Yeah, I'll give where I said Josh Green may not be doing all that in Charlotte, but he's been doing some stuff in Charlotte. So
it just I wish for the best, man. As long as we have a full complement of players, because now Maxi Kleber's back, everybody's back. Like I want to see it. I want to see us go on a run, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. Tell the truth. When Luka is off, the Mavericks is one of the worst watches in the league, bro. That stuff sucks.
It can be tough to watch for sure because you got Luka, chucking up a lot of shots. They're not going in. So that way, then the team knows, okay, we can stick a little closer to Gafford and Lively. We don't have to step up on Luka. He can't throw the lob anymore. And then so Luka starts forcing things rather than, all right, let me defer to Kyrie a little bit more. When Kyrie's cooking, he cooks, and Luka does defer at times. But, you can tell that there's definitely more times where Luka can defer to Kyrie, and because Kyrie's been having an amazing season to start.
Facts. And on top of that, I don't want to see Klay Thompson lead the Mavericks in shot attempts ever. Like there's nowhere unless he's just like on fire. There's nowhere where Klay Thompson is leading in shot attempts. I've seen a few box scores where he was leading in shot attempts, and I was like, that is why they kicked your ass out of Golden State. I'm sorry, but I love Klay. But it is what it is.
Hey, man, I give Klay half the season before I really start getting too critical on him.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.